Coming up on the season premiere of Inside the Cleveland Browns, get up to date on all the Browns news, including an exclusive interview with the newest Browns quarterback, Robert Griffin III.
You never want to give up on those things that you love, so it's just really to try to be that person that everybody looks at you to be.
Meet the director of the Cleveland International Film Festival sellout documentary, Believeland.
And travel to Los Angeles to meet Jim Brown with a local sculptor tasked with creating the icon statue.
All that and more coming up next.
What's up, Dog Pound? We are back for an all-new season of Inside the Cleveland Browns. Did you miss us? I know we missed you. Sarah Carnes alongside Dustin Fox, and we are super pumped to be back.
We're inside the control room at First Energy Stadium, where I spend a lot of time during the season. And it's been a crazy 3 months during the off season, and we want to catch you up. So let's take a look at what's been going on.
Okay, 10 days ago, we were at the stadium and we announced we were making changes in the Browns organization, and we announced that we would set off on a coaching search. But we got the right guy for the Cleveland Browns.
Thank you all for being here. What an exciting time. And I'm so excited to be here and to work with all of you and to get to know all of you. And we got a lot of work to do. I think we all understand that, but we're going to chase greatness here, that's for sure.
Collectively, in terms of across the organization, we want to turn over and create every competitive advantage we can. So we immediately knew we needed to establish a culture, set a tone for our building.
I just try to bring attitude and effort to wherever I'm at, whatever the situation is, and I feel like if I can do my job at a high level, that's all I can be accountable for.
I think when you look at great organizations, they do something that separates them from the competition. And usually that something is a process or a set of systems that differentiates them. So my job here is really to help us create and implement those processes that we think are going to give us a sustainable advantage.
I think it's really important to create an environment that whatever your players do well, give them the opportunity to do it. I mean, if you have a skill level, I don't care what position it is, we're going to showcase it. If he can score touchdowns, we're going to give him opportunity to score touchdowns. If he can make down-the-field catches, we're going to let him make down-the-field catches.
We want to be suffocating. We really want to be dynamic and innovative. I think we all understand that we have a lot of work to do, and I think our players understand the expectation each and every day, and I think they're working extremely hard to meet that expectation.
Well, Sarah, as a former player, I can tell you it is always difficult when you have a tough season like that, but change it's always welcome, and the players have certainly embraced that. But the most important thing right now, this time of year, is staying in shape, and the guys have done some crazy, intense workouts this offseason. Take a look.
So Danny was telling us that he's always loved mixed martial arts movies, and that is one of the reasons that spurred on his love for boxing. And now he boxes 4 to 5 times a week. You can learn more about Danny in his off season in our upcoming special, The Road to the Draft, which is airing Thursday, April 21st, right here on News Channel 5.
And now, Sarah, it's time for one of our favorite segments on this show. It's called the Browns Blitz, and we get to learn a little bit more about new Browns linebacker Demario Davis.
I fell in love with football when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, just playing football out in the streets with my cousins, out there playing ball on the road. But I fell in love with it. My favorite part of practice is warm-ups, playing the music and just, enjoying the time, being able to dance around with teammates and just, kind of get warmed up to do it all again. But it's work after that. My game day ritual, first I get my spirit right, so I do a lot of praying and worshiping, and then secondly I kind of get my mind right. I listen to a lot of motivational speakers. I like listening to like some of Muhammad Ali's old speeches, stuff like that. I turn up after that. I turn on my hype music and get ready to go out and do it. My favorite current NFL player is my former teammate, DeBrickashaw Ferguson. This guy's played 10 or 11 years, never missed a snap, perfect career, has done very well, made multiple Pro Bowls, has done well with himself, took care of his family, put his money up right. This is my favorite player to talk about. How you want to do it in this game, that's how you want to do it. The thing people would be most surprised to know about me is I'm a very avid video gamer. I haven't played too many people that can beat me in Madden, but I play video games all the time. The best thing about playing the NFL is just the locker room and the different guys you come across, the different personalities, and the friendships and bonds you build. That's the best part.
Wow, DeMario seems like a really great addition to the locker room and certainly to the field. Keep it right here, Dog Pound. We'll be right back.
When Inside the Cleveland Browns returns, see the Jim Brown statue start to take shape and meet Danny Shelton's personal dog pound. And find out the secrets of Robert Griffin III.
I'm going to push you. I'm going to expect you to work like I work and try to lead you in the right direction.
Welcome back to Inside the Cleveland Browns. Now we've moved. We're down here at the Cleveland Club in First Energy Stadium. Of course, behind me, you can see the unbelievable mural created by George Vlasic of GB Artwork fame. And the Browns are known for doing all kinds of amazing things around First Energy Stadium. And for the first time ever, there'll be a statue of Jim Brown outside. The sculptor himself, David Deming, he's never met Jim Brown, but he's about to right now as he flies to Los Angeles.
And visiting with Jim, the whole time he was talking, I was checking his ears and his nose. It's observation. I think I've been doing this, observing people from the time I was a little kid. Figurative work, especially when you're representing a real person, you want it to look like that real person. Because a camera has one eye, you don't really experience the three-dimensionality of looking around a figure that you do with two eyes. What's great is doing somebody who's still alive and to be able to sit with them as I did for, almost 3 hours in Los Angeles. Before I started working is terrific. You don't always get to do that. So getting to feel the spirit of the person, you have to find creative ways of making that come out in your modeling of the figure.
We've assembled a lot of pictures, and as we go through these, one of the things that I'd like your feedback, and Monique especially yours too, expression that you might think you would want on this figure that we do.
One word came to my mind, and naturally I don't want to be smiling and grinning or laughing.
Right.
So determination
Yeah.
came to my mind.
Good.
People want to see a performance. They want to see that determination. They want to applaud that determination because they see me trying to do the best that I can do against the odds. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 people hanging on. You can go down, but you can spin and struggle and drag and jump to get another yard or 2. And this is a great honor. It's a great honor.
I will try to.
And we appreciate it, so.
And I will try to capture all these things that we've talked about into this piece.
There's no question Jim Brown's one of the greatest football players to ever play the game, but he's also known for his work in the community off the field. The Browns have continued to follow in his footsteps as they give 10. Take a look.
It's an awesome opportunity. You know, it's a blessing to be here and be able to experience everything and to be a part of this community, this culture.
What's going on, big man? Huh? How you doing?
I have no idea.
Well, we hear you're a big fan. Is
I
that
am.
right? Yeah, and we got you some goodies here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we got one other surprise for you.
Very cool.
And it's not as cool as it could be because someday we want to take you to a Super Bowl with the Browns.
Wow.
But until we get there, which we hope is sooner rather than later, we thought you might enjoy going to the game this week. And we have
Thank you.
3 tickets. We have 3 tickets to the 50th Super Bowl in San Francisco.
High school football really resonates with me because it's where I started. That really instilled in me the fight, the grit, the toughness that I kind of live my life with right now. And you men are doing the same thing with the young men that you are involved with today, and I know that without any doubt. So again, thank you for all you do.
Any opportunity that you get to perform and show out and show off in front of a college coach, you got to take that opportunity. Do what you need to do to get to the next level.
2015 recipient of the Dino Lucarelli Lifetime Achievement Award, Kevin Mack.
Well, as you can see in that video, Danny Shelton has a very contagious smile and an inspiring personality. We wanted to find out what makes Danny just so happy. I think we may have found a reason right here in a brand new segment we call That's My Dog.
Mojo. He was number 4 out of the litter at my family's house. So their husky and their Malamute made it together and had 12 puppies, and I took number 4 because I'm number 4 in my family line. So we got Mojo, we got Juicy, she's 2 years old, and then Moni, she's 3 years old. I guess ever since I was a kid we had a dog, but my love for the dogs didn't really happen until 2011 when my brother passed, and so I decided to get myself a dog. I got Moni. I started doing some growing up stuff, met my girlfriend, and started settling down, and then we got another husky. And so for me it was a way for me to grow up and basically concentrate, focus on one thing, focus on providing for my dogs and treat them like my kids, and so kept me out of trouble. I mean, it basically turned me into an old man. My college friends, they are always like joking around saying that I changed a lot because I'm an old man with all these dogs, but I mean that's just what brought me happiness, really.
Well, it looks like Danny has his hands full at home. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
When we return, an exclusive interview with Robert Griffin III.
I had no expectations for what was going to happen in free agency because there's nothing that's certain in life when it comes to those things, especially the business of football.
Welcome back to Inside the Cleveland Browns. Now, we all know Clevelanders love to wear their orange and brown gear, even when it's outside a game day. And that was truly evident at this year's Cleveland Film Festival, where fans showed up in droves wearing their Browns gear to see the premiere of ESPN's documentary, Believeland. Well, we caught up with the film's director, Andy Billman, to learn more about why sports means so much to this city.
We've all been to the movie that made us laugh and cry and think, and I think that's what Believe Land really does. I think it makes you smile, it makes you think about the future, and it makes you connect to the past.
Jim Brown down the sideline. Jim Brown is going for the score.
I think it really explains why the fan base isn't defeated. You know, you'd think that you'd go down to the stadium on a Sunday and it would be empty, but there's more buzz probably at First Energy Stadium than almost any place in the NFL.
People who don't know Cleveland are going to learn Cleveland, learn to love it. And I think they're going to appreciate who we are as sports fans. We love these teams. We love these players. We love these coaches. We love these organizations. That's why it hurts so much when it happens the way it happened. I want my kids to enjoy the same things that my dad and my brothers did, sitting in Municipal, watching the Browns play the Chargers, sitting in, Jacobs Field, now Progressive Field, watching the Indians play the A's, at the Q, watching the Cavs play the Bulls.
There are only a few places in the world where people care about sports as much as they do here. And I think the film really explains that. So I think nationally people will get why Cleveland sports fans are the way they are. Why we care about these teams so much here in Cleveland. It's special because it got to screen in Cleveland for the first time. Fans are going to see this film wearing the gear of the teams they love. They're rooting on the highlights that are in it as if they're re-watching those games again live, and then they almost feel the heartbreak of it all again in real time. And I think that's the perfect environment for the film to be screened.
We had multiple screenings this week for the film. Our big one was Thursday night, where we had a lot of fans come out. It was almost like you were at a game, where you had people barking, and here we go, Brownies, here we go. We had a couple good moments throughout the way, but I think the one that really sticks out probably is a Sunday moment that happened with Ernest Biner, a fan who had been said, I've been angry for a long time, Ernest, and now that I've heard you talk, I'm releasing that anger and I'm really showing how much I understand what you're going through. We all knew he was going through a lot, and give Ernest a lot of credit. He was wonderful in the piece, and again, I've been saying this all week, he's my new favorite Brown probably of all time.
So Believe Land will air on ESPN 9:30 p.m. on May 14th. And I can't wait for everybody in Cleveland to see it. And I think Cleveland, the city, and the teams will have more fans after people view the film.
Well, as a born and bred Clevelander myself, I have to say there are no fans more loyal than those right here in Cleveland. Now don't go anywhere, Dog Pound, because we'll be right back.
When Inside the Cleveland Browns returns, our exclusive interview with Robert Griffin III.
Who are you? It's a really hard question to answer.
Welcome back to Inside the Cleveland Browns. Robert Griffin III is one of the newest Cleveland Browns, and we know you've been waiting for it, so here's his very first interview right here in Cleveland.
Robert Griffin III has found a home. He will be, by the end of the day, a member of the Cleveland Browns. The number 2 overall selection in 2012 by the Washington Redskins, the 2012 Rookie of the Year, is set to sign a free agent deal today in Cleveland.
I had no expectations for what was going to happen in free agency because there's nothing that's certain in life when it comes to those things, especially the business of football. So I was blessed to have an opportunity to come here to Cleveland, and all you need is an opportunity, and that's all I asked for. So, Coach Jackson and Sasha are giving me an opportunity, so I'm ready to go. When I say never give up on something that you can't go a day without, it's really just saying you have to look and have the right perspective in everything that you approach. So for me, one of those things is football. It's family. It's love. Whatever it might be, I'm not afraid to say that. Real men love, and you never want to give up on those things that you love. So, it's just really to try to be that person that everybody looked at you to be. But really be that person.
I don't think it's just about me reviving his career. I think at the end of the day, RG3 is going to do the work. My job is to create the environment for him to do the work and do everything I can to help and assist him be the best he can be. And you have to have a player that's willing to accept that. And he has from day one.
I'm so persistent with attacking the things that I want to accomplish. I try to do the same for the people around me. So my best friend, if he comes to work out with me, he's gonna work out with me as if he's an NFL quarterback, not as if he's just a guy going to the gym trying to, lose or gain weight or gain muscle. I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna expect you to work like I work and try to lead you in the right direction. But it's really, that's like a SAT question. Who are you? It's a really hard question to answer. But if I'm annoying in the sense that I want what's best for you, then I'll be annoying.
I mean, this is pro football, and you can't shy away or run from the things that maybe there's been fear before. I think at the end of the day, this is business is about doing it and getting it done, and getting the job done at that position is winning, And I think you have to have some inner confidence. Obviously, you got to keep your ego in check. I think we all do. But at the same time, I do want a man that has a little swagger to him, because that guy's got to be your leader.
Having been through what I've been in the league, it can break a lot of people. And I know I love the game because it never broke me. And I'm getting to know some of my teammates now, and a great locker room that we have in there. But I got to say, I'm pretty excited to jump into that dog pound. I was a dog in high school, Copperas Cove Bulldog, and we spelled it the same way, D-A-W-G, so I'm looking forward to that.
Sarah, sometimes in this business, and I can speak from firsthand experience, it is good to have a fresh start, a change of scenery, and certainly Robert Griffin III seems excited and most importantly humbled by this opportunity.
Yeah, you are exactly right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Dog Pound. Don't forget, stay tuned because Dog Pound Report is coming up next, giving you the scoop of what's been going on in Berea, plus the upcoming draft.
And we'll see you next week, same time, right here on News Channel 5.